You might say to yourself, how can I become more entrepreneurial? Well, okay, you might have heard of Dun & Bradstreet. They did a survey quite a few years ago. They said 1 in 10 companies are likely to fail due to the economic downturn and the world crisis. So that's around the 2007 to 2009. Well, you might say, yeah, entrepreneurs should fail first because it's logical. They take chances, they fly too close to the sun, and of course they crash and burn because they take chances. Well, you'll be surprised. That's not the case. Because ordinary people are safe there, you know, they don't do anything. So what you've got to do is harness your entrepreneurial attitude. Is there science behind an entrepreneur? You know how they always go out and yeah, I'm going to set up my own company. I'm going to break the rules. Yep, you must have passion in what you do and just don't follow all the others. You must have a good attitude. You must surround yourself with people that are like-minded instead of people that say you can't do it because nobody's ever done it before. And so don't do that. It's never too late to become an entrepreneur. If you watched the television show on ABC in October 2013, it actually was Redesign My Brain with Todd Sampson. And he was just an ordinary person, and he tried to look at the cards, 52 cards to begin with, and he flicked them through and said, okay, can you remember the first cards that you did? He could remember the first 5 cards. I said, okay, we're going to teach you how to become so entrepreneurial and change your brain up there. You have to go to America and everywhere all over the world to learn those things. And he did. And after about a month, he then did the test and took all 52 cards, flicked through them once, put them aside, and he said, okay, yep, I'll mention those 52 cards in the right sequence. And he did. How did he do that? Well, he associated each card with something else within his house or anywhere else. So you can train your brain to become an entrepreneur, entrepreneurial thinker, etc., etc. It's never too late. What stops you from moving forward? There's so many things that you can take the steps. I'll just mention a few steps that you should take. You have to have self-belief. You've got to work on it 24/7, I mean 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You've got to live and breathe how to become entrepreneur. You think that you will succeed, and once you do that, you will succeed. You've got to be stubborn. And people, friends, family will say they're stubborn, but tough. You've got to be committed because it gets tough sometimes, guaranteed. So believe in your success, and after a while you will actually do it. So what you've got to do is follow your passion. Whatever you enjoy doing, you always do a good job. So try to enjoy what you're doing. You'll always have obstacles and opportunities. I personally, I love obstacles where people have said, no, you can't do it because let's close it. Everybody's given up. The accountants, the tax department, owners, staff, everybody's given up. I said, great. Step aside and just don't ignore, just ignore me, and I'll sit there and work it out. And also opportunities. From obstacles, there's a very short, obstacles, opportunities, they're almost related to each other. People say, no, but I believe they are. So within over the 30 years, I've done so many things. Most of them are going to companies. I've been employed when people have said, no, we don't know what to do. You go in and fix it up, otherwise we'll close it. So, and that happened to a large wholesale nursery that lost about $300,000 a year. They had 200 people in there, and I went in there and I did some entrepreneurial thinking, and I used people in there, educated them, mentored them, attitude changed, etc., etc. Then I went outside, looked at external things, and included that in there. And after, you know, losing $300,000, quite a few years later, sold for $6 million. All the directors were happy. I then went to a large metal fabrication company that hadn't made any money for about 10 years. And the accountant said, I don't know why they're not making any money. They're selling for around $15 million a year, but they're not making any money. So I sat there for about a day, listening to people, what they said. And I thought, well, what's the first step in this company? Well, it's an estimation. You estimate what you're going to do, then you produce it and you sell it. So that must be the first step. I'll analyze that. Went in there, talked to the estimators, and I said, okay, show me how you estimate. They showed, yeah, I'll do this, and what gross profit is in your estimate? Yeah, we always aim for 25%. I said, good. So you think that's good? Yes. 25% is a lot of money when you talk about millions in sales. Right. Has anybody ever told you what the overheads are based on the sales figure you have at the moment? No, of course not. What's overheads? Oh, administration cost, interest, etc., etc. Said, well, I'll tell you what it is. It's 25% of sales. They sat there and looked at me and went, 25 minus 25, oh, nothing. Well, we make nothing. I said, yes, we're estimating to make no profits. Oh, so, well, that's no good, so we better change things. And they did change them. So there's a lot of things that we can talk about, but they changed the company. Within 13 months of doing some alterations to various things there, we actually made $1.3 million net profit. And everybody was happy. Attitude changed, owner were happy. Yeah, so then we had the hydraulic company also I worked with. The owner said, we've tried it, we've lost money now for about 5 years. We don't know what to do. And so we're going to close it. And I said, well, if you close it, how much money are you going to lose? Oh, we don't know. So I worked it out. I said, you're going to lose $800,000, and that's going to hurt. So what I suggest you do, you give it to me personally. I'll go over and talk to the manager in WA, and we'll figure it out. Yeah, okay, yeah, well, here you are, you can have it. So I went over to WA, I talked to the general manager over there. I said, how do you think we can fix it? He said, no idea. I talked to the staff, no idea. So let's sit there and think some entrepreneurial thinking. Let's spend some money. And he went, how can we spend money we don't have? Well, it's an investment. You don't spend money, you invest money in the future. So let's hire a business development manager to actually go in and develop the business. Okay, the owner said, fine, do whatever you want. So we hired him. That changed the attitude a little bit. I then said to the general manager, who are our customers? Oh, BHP, Fortescue Metal, billion-dollar companies, of course. I said, let's go and talk to them and see if they're happy with our products and service. So we talked to them and they said, yeah, we're very happy. And I said, well, what happens if we've got this product or service? Would you buy that from us? Yeah, we'll do that. Went back, talked to the general manager and said, okay, do you know anybody who sells associated products? Oh yeah, I know, heaps of them. Well, contact them. I'm here for 3 weeks, only contact them, let's talk to them. Within 3 weeks, we actually became distributor for 7 products. And then some of those products were actually products that we repair. They come back from BHP. We repair them. We got busier and busier and made money. Of course, what happened? The owner then said, oh, it's making a profit now, let's sell it. So 12 months later, after I left over there, we actually sold the company for $1 million. Everybody was happy. They kept their job and the new owner kept all the staff there. I recently got a gift from a friend of mine I've known for a long time. It was a sign here, and the sign says, I'll just read it to you, "A great pleasure in life is doing what people say you cannot do." And they know me well because this is what I've been doing for such a long time. I really like that here because that's me. I recently got a special cup, coffee, from my daughter, my youngest daughter, with the words I've used for years and years. Of course, think big. She knows what I'm like, and it's amazing. So all my friends look at it and say, "That's definitely you. I can see that, yes." And it's amazing when you start thinking big. Instead of coffee coming out of the cup, actually there'll be some pounds, dollars, there'll be heaps of money coming out because this is what it is. Here. So instead of drinking coffee, you drink money. Good. So what you've got to do is focus. There's a misconception that entrepreneurs are big picture thinkers, from one big idea to the next. And some are not. I must confess, I'm a mixture of both actually. Sometimes, yes, I change midstream because of external or internal sources, but also sometimes I change because of friends and family that says, "You can't do that, no, if you do that, I'm going to leave you, so I might have to change." Well, so I have to change sometimes. Yeah, okay, you're not leaving me, but what you've got to do is surround yourself by like-minded people. They will help you all the way. And so let's say inspire confidence. Walk with a direction and a purpose. Once you do that, your body language comes out. Act with confidence, and you radiate confidence once you do that. But what is important is that you listen to the people that talk to you. Don't go and say, "No, yeah, I know, no, I know." No, listen to them. Most entrepreneurs set goals, of course, and I've many goals set, but I've kept it to keep them smart. Smart is S, specific, M, measurables, A, attainable, R, realistic, and T, timely. So yes, there's a lot of other things you can do, but so how entrepreneurial is the Australian business sector? Well, some businesses are very entrepreneurial, which can be seen from the result. Some are trying, but they need a coach or a mentor to help them. I would say the majority of companies are just sitting there waiting for things to get better after the global financial crisis. And they're hoping, yeah, etc. We thought Australia would be hit very badly with the global financial crisis. It didn't happen at that time there, but it's actually happening now in 2011, 2012 and part 2013. How does Australia rate compared to the rest of the world? In 2005, the Global Entrepreneurship Monitor, which is GEM, has ranked Australia as the second highest one, and in the countries of high income earners. GEM uses 6 key components to test the things there. So it's participation, motivation, innovation, growth, finance, and entrepreneurial capacity. What is really, really important in companies is that you encourage people to be entrepreneurial thinkers. Make everyone feel like they're a business partner, even though they're not. Make them feel like that. Explain the organization to the employees, how it operates, how it makes money, and how the competitors are doing it. Encourage intellectual risk-taking and inspire innovative thinking. Entrepreneurial thinking, I've used it over the last 18 months. And I've used the last one, it was in Western Australia, I used it there. And I've done this manual business there, and I believe this is my legacy there. That very unique business manual which will help people become entrepreneurs. To summarize all this here, you listen to me. If you believe you can become, I believe you can, become more entrepreneurial, that can change your company. If you're still in doubt, give me a call and we can work on it together. I believe we can do it together if we work there. Napoleon Hill was an author. He was born in 1883 and died in 1970. He wrote a very, very good book called Think and Grow Rich. He said, he estimated that 98% of the people won't go that extra mile. But however, if you do go that extra mile, your success is almost guaranteed. Most people attain their greatest success just one step beyond their greatest failure. There's a big opportunity every time, you know, there's so many opportunities, all you got to do is have a look at them. All achievements and riches have their beginning with an idea. You've got to have the idea first, and then you've got to use that idea, and then if you do it right and work with people there, you will become very successful.